It's Mom and Pop Video Shop.
Welcome back to the Mom and Pop Video Shop. I am Tyson.
And I am your clerk, Joel.
And it's Friday night, and your Domino's and your girlfriend are cooling down in the 1990 Ford Probe, and you have rushed into the shop here looking for something to rent.
And then weirdly, you have deja vu because you realize you've done this before and you recommended this movie, but then the idiot that's bald screwed up the video and they had to re-record it. And okay, here we are.
And assuredly, most assuredly, the version that you are now watching is probably not going to be near as entertaining or as funny as the original. But in any case, it's my pick this week.
Yep.
We're doing technically a horror flick. It is a creature feature. It is not a tiny terror by any means. It is the opposite. This week for you folks, I've got 1990 or 89, depending on which box you're looking at.
I say
which
90.
Source on the internet. We're going to say 1990s. Tremors. I love Tremors.
Yes.
Joel, how do you feel about Tremors?
I hate it. I think it's
You're
overrated.
Such an asshole.
I
liar
think
and a
honestly, it is perhaps one of the worst movies that ever came. No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
that's
Tremors,
bullshit.
yeah.
Tremors, this is not, I mean, it is a major case of C&D.
No, it's
for
not.
me.
No, it's not. And
Well,
here's what I'm going to say.
it is,
Because
but I
C&D
think-
implies that it's actually a bad movie. And maybe it's true C&D because there's no way Tremors is not a bad movie. You may not like horror comedy, so therefore you may not like it, and it does have comedic elements to it, but it is not a bad movie.
No, it's got like fantastic scary elements, and the effects are great, and the casting is phenomenal. But I guess I can't even read on the back of the box because do you have a standalone copy of Tremors on the shelf anywhere? But
no,
because I've got this is the Tremors Attack Pack, so I have movies 1 through 4, so I don't actually have a synopsis. But
I think the general gist.
yes, I think we can let you know that basically what you've got is this secluded community out in the Arizona desert.
Is it Paradise?
Perfection.
Perfection. That's
Perfection
it.
Valley.
Yes, Perfection. Yes.
In Arizona. And, you've got these folks that like living in the middle of nowhere because I can relate.
Yeah.
They're not a big fan of people and crowds and whatever. But what ends up happening is these giant subterranean worms, lovingly referred to as Graboids throughout the rest of the franchise, they come into the valley and they start eating the townsfolk. And as every great horror comedy does, the heroes are kind of the town misfits.
Yep.
Earl and Valentine, the two handymen, played by Val Kilmer.
It was now. Is that the bat suit that had the nipples?
Shut up, Joel. Kevin Bacon, damn it to hell, and Fred Ward.
That was amazing.
They are our misfits, Val and Earl.
Yeah, and like, isn't their job?
Handyman, Earl. We are handyman.
Yeah, that's right. Because they do everything, right? They clean out septic tanks. They clean away junk.
They hang fences. They
yeah.
clear the dump.
Yep.
But they're the heroes that kind of have to solve the
sort of
mystery.
reluctant heroes.
Exactly.
Because the whole point is, the whole setup is they're trying to get out of perfection, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They're on their way out.
And but you can't make sounds or vibrations because if you're on the ground and you're walking or running or whatever, the Graboids will sense your presence and they will eat your asshole.
Yeah, and
and the rest of you.
WHOLE
Exactly.
or HOLE. Don't know what kind of movie this was. So I will say the genius of this movie, because I don't know any movie that did this prior to Tremors, which is take what is essentially like a childhood game. Like when you're a kid and you have to jump on the couch.
The floor is
and
lava.
The floor is lava. That kind of mentality.
Yeah.
Like that's essentially what it's playing off of, is that childhood fear of something under the ground that's going to grab you.
They're under the goddamn ground.
The beauty of Tremors is it does the perfect horror comedy blend, which is comedy comes from the characters.
Yeah.
Their reactions to the situation, their sort of back and forth, the sort of like craziness of the circumstances, Reba McEntire and Michael Gross's characters, there's a survivalist, and it's like, and nobody's ever like
Bert and Heather.
Yeah, well, you know what's so funny is nobody's played like as just for laughs in and of themselves. You know, they look like they're being made fun of. These are just the kind of people that would live out in this situation.
And it's the characters like the Kevin Bacon character, like you can tell he's just as panicked and scared.
Oh
as
God,
everybody,
yeah.
But the way he deals with it is to be a smart ass and come up with
But the horror moment,
for all you know, they could fly.
and honestly, the fact that the scary parts, like the scene with and I don't want to give anything away. There's a scene with a couple in a station wagon.
Yeah.
Like that's played like straight horror.
Yeah.
Or like the guy up the pole. Or like there's moments in it where, you know, it's a PG-13 movie, so it's somewhat mild, but it's, you know, you have to have the horror play like horror. Like the best horror comedies, that's what happens. So anyway, yeah, it's a great movie.
Casting wise, we already touched Kevin Bacon, Fred Ward, Michael Gross, Reba McEntire's first film appearance.
Ariana Richards from Jurassic Park. I think it may be her.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
She plays
Pogo.
Mindy.
Yeah.
Victor Wong.
Oh, I love
of John Carpenter fame.
Big Trouble.
Little China and Prince of Darkness.
Yep. And then who's the way to go, dudes?
Melvin. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember the actor's name.
But isn't he Jacoby? Isn't he like Billy Jacoby's brother or something? Like, you remember just one of the guys, Buddy?
Yeah.
All balls itch. It's a fact. I feel like they might be related. I might be.
Totally. Oh, the actors?
Yes. Because he has a couple brothers that are also actors.
Yeah.
I could be utterly.
But even that
wrong.
character's like the perfect pain in the ass.
Yes.
But then like he
but
has
he's
a
like,
meltdown. You're like, you get it, man.
He humanizes him.
Yeah.
Like to me, it's all. I love a movie where the people who made the movie, right? They don't necessarily identify in all possible ways with those characters, but they respect something about those characters' humanity, and it comes out in the performances, and it comes out. It would have been so easy to make Heather and Bert, right? That's the Michael Gross. It would have been so easy to just make fun of them. It would have been. It would be low-hanging fruit. Oh, they're the crazy survivors, gun nuts. But the
then
humor
there comes a time when it's like.
But you know what? They're also legit.
We kind of need Heather and Bert.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
But it's not like, how can I put this? There's a difference between feeling like the characters are just the characters and what they do is naturally funny and the way the actor portrays it versus there's this almost mean-spirited mockery of the people. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? Like, and you never feel it. It'd been so Val and obviously Val and
Earl.
Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Bassett. This is your wake-up call. Please move.
I love you. I try to remember
Stampede,
the
Earl. Stampede.
Yeah. I love
exactly how many cows is required for Stampede. Oh, dude, me, my sister. This was like
this was one of those on a rotation. Yeah. So did you see this in the theater?
I did not see this.
Okay, I did. My dad took me to see this, and I remember loving it from.
No, this was a rental, and I rented the shit out of it.
And I don't think it did that well. Did it?
Probably not.
I feel like it didn't do great at the box.
It was on, again, man, for a while there, dude, TNT was where it was at. Like, it was like a weekly installment.
It was like, it was to TNT as A Christmas Story was to TBS.
Yeah, it was, so TNT was like, man, every week it was Tremors, it was Lost Boys.
Yeah, they played a lot of those kind of movies,
And I think I did mention this the last video, so I got to bring this up. I'm waiting for the day. Because I'm telling you, you need to do away with all the Harry Potter stuff at Universal Studios and make it Perfection Valley. Do away with all of Hogwarts and just do nothing but Tremors rides at Universal Studios. I'm
going to just assume that the logic there has something to do with the bajillions of dollars Harry Potter movies and merch makes versus Tremors. And don't get me wrong,
I'm just saying,
of the two,
the potential for attractions.
You and I would be there all the time. I'd have a year-long pass.
Merchandise.
Yes.
Tremors. You know what? We just need to open a Tremors land.
Yes, I'm sure.
I'm sure
we would not get
Central Florida.
Yeah,
why don't we?
It's totally the same.
Exactly.
But it's funny. It's like I always felt like Val and Earl do have like Florida man energy.
Oh hell yeah,
they totally have Florida man.
They're the fantastic. I want to say buddy cop. Obviously they're not cops.
Yeah,
but it's that buddy hero thing. They're really
love
it. And man, just the idea of in the scary scenes of not being able to be on the ground and the stuff they do to get out of town and get off the.
Wait, we forgot who's the main the lady? Yeah,
I can't think of
Kate something, name. Or is Kate the name of the character?
Kate is not the name of the character.
It's gonna drive me crazy. I apologize.
I can't remember, but
she's great too.
The pole vaulting scene.
Oh, that's.
I don't want to ruin anything if you haven't seen it. But guys, this is one hell of an entertaining movie.
How many takes?
Tremors, dude. I gotta go 5. I'm sorry. I gotta say 5 tapes on Tremors. I can't think of a single damn thing wrong with it.
So my previous review, we did Can't Hardly Wait. I said 4, and I realized maybe in my original review I might have done 5 on that one. This is a 5.
Yeah,
like Tremors to me, it's a 5.
There's nothing.
Yeah. I haven't seen it in a few years. I need to I watched it to my kids a few years ago, but now that they're older, I want to show them again because they'll appreciate it.
I got nothing. If I can't think of a single negative thing or
if you don't like horror comedy at all,
criticism,
like my buddy Dave Z, he's very clear about this, and Dave Z, you and I can still be friends.
I don't think Dave Z like Tremors.
I don't know how he feels. I know Jason Piles, Jay of the Dead, he loves Tremors. I think I don't think it's his favorite. I know it's not his favorite movie, but it's up there for him.
Yeah. I don't see.
Which is weird because he doesn't like horror comedy either.
And not be entertained.
I feel like Tremors. Even if you don't like horror comedy.
I've seen every.
I've only seen Tremors 2.
I forget how many we're even up to now. I've seen every single one of them, and granted, most of them. Well, none of them compare to the original. But if you've not seen Tremors 2,
I did, but I think it was when it was because they all went straight to video after the first one.
And we brought up Seth Green, right? Didn't
Jamie Kennedy?
Jamie Kennedy comes back, but I thought. Yeah, you're right. I think it was just Jamie Kennedy.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, because I honestly, I think I've seen Tremors. I know I saw Tremors 2 because when they did the whole releasing it straight to video, I watched it because I remember Fred Ward being in that and Kevin Bacon not being in it. But I don't think I went past that. I have not seen any of the sequels other than that.
We need either a new movie or I know that it's been rumored and gone and back again about a Tremors TV series.
Yeah, I heard that.
Kevin Bacon was supposed to come back because...
we got no Fred Ward,
It's a great intellectual property.
It is, but without Fred Ward, dude.
Yeah, it'd be it'd be tough.
So,
So 5 tape for me, 5 tape for you.
Yep.
Hopefully it's a 5 tape for you guys. If you've not seen Tremors, go check it out. Come back, let us know in the comments what you think. And in the meantime, remember, at the Mom and Pop Video Shop, our love of...
Quicksilver, starring Kevin Bacon.
On the bike.
Yep.
Never stops.
Mom and Pop's Video Shop.